welcome back to Vigor. It is your boy, Stealth Jet, leader of the JSS. In this video, there will not be any objectives. In this video, I will not get any kills. This is what I would like to call one of my, documentary kind of videos. You know, the kind of videos where, you know what I'm saying, the game pretty much writes itself. And all you gotta do is just watch and let it unfold in front of your eyes. Matter of fact, I entitled a stream highlight, well, not a highlight, an entire stream that says, you can't make this shit up. And you couldn't. Legit, that was, you know what, just go to the second channel, link is in the description, and just have a watch of that stream. Because legit, you could not make that shit up. Now, upon first glance, you would not be able to think that shit's gonna go down. Because you see a lot of raincoats. If you're new to the game, a raincoat is the equivalent to a new player. And you all seen how steep the learning curve is in this game. There is going to be no objectives, as I said before, and I will not get any kills. So if that turns you away from the video, I understand. There are plenty of more videos that you can watch. Now, I'm running here. And the reason why I'm running through here is because somebody spawns behind me. And I'd rather not get spotted at the very beginning of the game and have somebody chase me for the entire match, you know, drawing attention to myself. And you see, I look behind me right there. Now, what I do, and this is how I play the game, or play this map rather, I don't go through the tunnel. I go through the corridor to the right. And you know what, guys? I'm gonna trigger a good memory for you all. Y'all remember that Battlefield 3 map? What's that shit called? It was like the best rush map in the game. And like, I believe the second stage, you had a base jump off a helipad and land on the ground. And at the next stage, you'd have to cross a tunnel. That's kind of what the tunnel behind me is designed like, isn't it? I forgot the name of the map, but y'all know exactly what that map is called. It's like the best rush map in Battlefield 3. And I believe it starts with a D. And like the enemy team gets a little bird, but your team gets an APC or some shit like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm bringing that point up because that tunnel reminds me of that. So, gunshots go off already in that direction back there. And I haven't even talked about what weapon I brought with me. But like I said, it's not going to matter. Because in this encounter, the game pretty much just shows itself. I was just a part of it. It's quiet now. And that's odd, because we all know how deadly Fabrikk can be. And I say it's quiet. There's some more gunshots to my left. Now, every time you hear some gunshots, best believe either somebody's going to die or somebody's giving away their location, which leads them to die. You know what I'm saying? So don't think about it as every time I hear a shot, somebody dies. Think about it as one person might have died, and then they may survive to go on and die again. It's not a confirmed death. Even though if you listen close enough, you can probably guess if it's a confirmed death. My point is this. Audio is key, okay? Audio is key. So I come up here to this rock, and I go prone. And I'm like, it's awfully quiet near the most popular part of the map. And I check the ridge lines all around me, do a little 360 real quick, don't see anything. And the container's down there as well. And even it's quiet. In this game, silence is not golden, people. Not golden at all. If anything, it should worry you even more. And there's a culprit. Somebody's using an LMG. and they're stuck. Not really stuck, but they put themselves on the island where the barn is. And that makes sense in the back of my head because back there, two people can spawn and a third person spawns near the tents on the road in front of me. So that guy was having a time of his life killing two people. Music comm station. Booby trap it. To pin whoever goes for the airdrop in place for a few seconds. Now, loot this house. Don't find anything special. No picture, but food. And food is S tier indeed. And I'm crouch walking. There is some action over there. Some very, very deep action. But that's not what I'm worried about. What I'm worried about is old boy with the LMG. That we haven't heard a peep from yet. Until now. That's them. And I think that's the UK. VZ-59. The LMG that uses SVU ammunition. Yes, that shit does hurt. Now you can tell they're sweaty because you have a whole LMG on your back. Why do you need a secondary weapon when you have a whole LMG on your back? Unless you want to aim down sight with a rifle, but we all know sweats don't aim. They don't. Not with a rifle, at least. And try to go for a headshot. If they aim, they're going to be prone, and they're going to be running behind you, and then they drop and they shoot you. So this guy's sweaty. Now, I believe I catch somebody with my vision right here. I believe I do. And if anything, that should be the case because the sweat just revealed their position, or their location, position, whatever you want to call it. So right now I'm trying to think. If a fight's going to go down, where do I want to be at? Well, up here is pretty obvious, don't get me wrong. But it's like the best spot on this map to try to watch anything that goes down. Anything in general. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to let the video play out. So you can, try to gauge where I'm coming from. the moral of the story is this. Number one, well, morals of the story is this. Number one, do not be near the detector when you're watching somebody go to it. Number two, you can't stalk a sweat. You can't. Because they're always going to be watching behind them, watching around them. Don't bite off more than you can chew. The only reason I may stalk a sweat is because they're already fighting somebody. The guy was legit making the most obvious path toward the detector. It was obvious. So, of course, the guy that we seen trailing the sweat gave the sweat the threat status. That's obvious. Right here, I'm thinking, is he going to go for an airdrop? No. Instead, he's going to go for an exit. He got his threat for the hour. He's going to try again in the next hour. That's the moral of the story. Like I said, this game, pretty much, well, not this game, but this encounter, but yes, sometimes this game as well, just does shit for you. And it's entertaining to watch. And it's games like this that made me develop my playstyle of watch and see what somebody does. I knew right then and there when he was walking that he was going to go for the detector. It's obvious. Because he was already walking that way, and he already had about 3 kills. We heard his LMG go off about 3 different times. But if you, as in the viewer, didn't get what I was trying to show you, then you're not playing on the same, wavelength as me. And that's completely fine. I leveled up, so hooray. That's completely fine. Everybody plays the game like how they want to. But I brought y'all this encounter to show y'all that sometimes the decisions that you make and that you think will come out okay will actually get you killed, even if you think that everything is in your favor. I guess you can call it a reality check. I'll be sure to catch y'all in the next episode. Until next time, peace.